Waking up in the middle of the night isn't rare, it happens to millions of people every night. But when you can't fall back asleep, that's when it becomes frustrating. You check the time, 2:14 a.m., maybe you shift around a bit, fluff the pillow, try to clear your mind, but instead your thoughts start picking up speed. A worry here, a random memory there. Before you know it, you're fully alert, wide awake, and already anxious about the day ahead. It's not always stress. Sometimes it's aging. Sometimes it's just a restless mind that doesn't know how to shut off when the world goes quiet. The good news, you don't need to start your day at 2 a.m., you don't need to force sleep either. There's a calmer, more natural way back, and it starts with how you breathe. In this video, I'll show you 4 simple breathing techniques you can use right in bed. No special equipment, no apps, no need to sit up. Just you, your breath, and a few gentle rhythms that help tell your body, it's okay to rest again. If you've tried counting sheep, scrolling your phone, or just waiting it out, give this a try instead. Let's begin with the foundation, the way you breathe when your body finally feels safe enough to sleep. Part 1. Reset your body. Belly breathing is the key. When you wake up in the middle of the night, your body isn't always the problem, sometimes it's your nervous system. Without realizing it, you may be stuck in a state of low-grade alertness. It's subtle, you're not panicking, but you're not fully relaxed either. Your heart might be beating just a bit too fast. Your breath may be shallow, mostly in your chest. And even if you're lying down with the lights off, your body hasn't received the signal that it's safe to sleep again. That signal, that shift, begins with your breath. Most people don't think about how they breathe, especially in the quiet hours of the night. But there's a powerful difference between chest breathing and belly breathing. Chest breathing is fast, tight, and shallow. It's what your body does when it feels unsafe, even slightly. Belly breathing, on the other hand, is slow, deep, and full. It's what your body does when it feels calm, when it knows everything is okay. That's the kind of breathing your nervous system needs to unlock rest. If you've never practiced it intentionally, belly breathing might feel a little unfamiliar at first. But the mechanics are simple. Place one hand on your chest, the other on your stomach. Now take a slow breath in through your nose. If your chest rises but your belly doesn't move, that's chest breathing and it's keeping you alert. Try again, more slowly this time. Let your belly rise like a balloon as you inhale, then fall gently as you exhale. That gentle rise and fall is a signal, a very ancient, primal one that tells your brain it's safe to let go. Belly breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, sometimes called the rest and restore mode. It's the opposite of the fight or flight response. It slows the heart rate, lowers blood pressure, relaxes your muscles, and most importantly, tells your body that sleep is allowed again. And the beauty of it is you don't need anything special to do it. You don't need to meditate, chant, or force your mind to be still. You just need to breathe the way your body was always meant to. One reason this works so well at night is because you're not trying to force sleep. You're simply setting the conditions that allow it to return. Think of it like turning down the lights and softening the music after a long, overstimulating day. Belly breathing is your body's version of dimming the room and pulling the blanket up inside your nervous system. And here's a quiet bonus. When you breathe through your nose during this process, not your mouth, your body produces something called nitric oxide. It's a natural compound that helps open your blood vessels, improve circulation, and enhances oxygen delivery throughout the body. That's not just science, that's support. It's your body helping you heal and return to balance, even as you lie still in the dark. So if you're lying in bed, awake again at some impossible hour and your thoughts start to stir, don't chase them down. Don't fight them, just shift your focus to your breath. Place your hand gently on your belly, feel the air move in and out, and let that quiet rhythm guide you back toward rest. Not sleep yet, just rest. That's all. You don't need to make anything happen. Your only job is to breathe like someone who is ready to let go. There's something deeply reassuring about this kind of breathing. It's not flashy, it's not instant, but it's steady. It grounds you in your body. It brings your attention out of the worry in your head and back into something real, something soft, something human. And for many people, that's exactly what opens the door for sleep to return. It's tempting to underestimate this. To think, breathing, that's too simple. But simplicity is often what we forget in a world full of noise. At 3 a.m., when the world is quiet and your thoughts are loud, simplicity is a gift. And belly breathing, slow, gentle, intentional, is one of the most powerful gifts you can give your body in those hours when it needs comfort the most. So before you try anything else, begin here. Begin with your breath. Part 2, Technique 1, Sigh It Out, let go with one long exhale. Sometimes the hardest part of falling back asleep isn't your body, it's your mind's refusal to let go. You've already settled in, the room is dark, the bed is warm, but inside your head it's busy. Thoughts keep coming, small ones, irrational ones, repetitive ones. Why did I say that? Did I lock the door? What if I can't fall back asleep again? And just like that, your mind is on a loop and sleep feels miles away. In those moments, the most powerful thing you can do might be the simplest. Sigh. Not just any sigh, not the dramatic, frustrated kind, but a deep, intentional, physiological sigh. It's something your body already knows how to do. Think about the last time you cried and then slowly began to calm down. Right before you settled, your body let out a shaky double inhale followed by a long exhale. That wasn't random, it was your nervous system resetting itself. Scientists call this cyclic sighing, and it's one of the fastest ways to calm both body and mind. Here's how to do it, and it's beautifully simple. First, inhale slowly through your nose until your lungs are almost full. Then take one more short sip of air, a quick top off. Immediately after, let it all go in one long, slow exhale through your mouth. The breath should feel soft, not forced, as if you're letting out tension, not pushing it away. Try this 2 or 3 times. That's all it takes to begin shifting your nervous system from alert to relaxed. In fact, studies have shown that just 1-2 minutes of cyclic sighing can lower anxiety more effectively than most other breathing techniques, even more than meditation for some people. And when done at night, especially during those restless wake-ups, it can feel like a gentle off switch for the spinning mind. Why does it work? Because of the exhale. That long, unhurried out-breath is what signals your brain, we're safe, we can let go now. It slows your heart rate, it quiets the stress response. It gently rocks your nervous system out of high alert and into something softer, something closer to sleep. And unlike techniques that require counting or posture, this one meets you exactly where you are lying down in bed, eyes closed. No rules, just breathe. What makes this sigh different from the typical sighs of frustration or boredom is that it's not emotional, it's biological. You're not sighing because you've given up. You're sighing to release tension, to create space, to interrupt the cycle of restlessness. That's what makes it so effective. You're not trying to force yourself to sleep. You're simply giving your body permission to unwind. Here's the beauty of it. The more you practice, the faster your body remembers. Over time, just the act of taking that first deep breath with that little extra sip of air becomes a cue. It becomes a pattern your brain starts to associate with safety, stillness, and sleep. Some people use this technique not just at night, but during the day, before a doctor's appointment, while sitting in traffic after a tense phone call, anywhere their mind feels a little too loud. Because that's what this breath does, it lowers the volume on everything. So if you find yourself awake again at 1 a.m. or 3:30 or just 20 minutes after drifting off, and your mind starts reaching, replaying, overthinking, pause. Try not to chase the thoughts, try not to wrestle them into silence. Just return to the one thing that's always available to you, your breath. Inhale slowly, add that small top-off sip. Then exhale like you're letting the night carry everything away. You don't need to understand it, you don't need to get it perfect. Just breathe and let your body do what it already knows how to do. Find peace one sigh at a time. Part 3, Technique 2. Count to calm, quiet the noise in your head. You don't need to be in a state of panic to be wide awake. Sometimes what keeps you from falling back asleep isn't fear or pain, it's simply a mind that doesn't know how to be quiet. You close your eyes hoping sleep will come, but instead your brain starts making lists, remembering appointments, replaying conversations, planning tomorrow's breakfast. It's not always dramatic, but it's persistent. And in the silence of 2 or 3 a.m., even small thoughts can echo loud enough to keep you awake. That's where this technique comes in. It's called box breathing, and what makes it powerful is not just the breathing itself, it's the counting. When your mind is looping through noise, the best way to interrupt it isn't to argue with your thoughts or distract yourself. It's to give your brain a simple task, one small pattern to follow. Counting does that. It offers your mind something quiet to focus on, something repetitive, structured, and safe. Here's how box breathing works. You inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold again for 4 seconds, then repeat. 4 parts, 4 counts each. Like the 4 equal sides of a square, as you breathe, you count each number silently in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, then you move to the next part. It's not fast, not forced, it's slow, steady, and deliberate, a metronome for your body and mind. The magic isn't just in the breath, it's in the rhythm. You're not trying to fix anything, you're just inviting your nervous system into a space of predictability. That alone is calming, and the beauty is it gives your mind less space to wander. You're breathing, you're counting, and when a thought pops in, as it probably will, you gently bring yourself back to the count. That's it. No judgment, no stress, just return to the number. People often underestimate how powerful structured counting can be. It creates mental boundaries which can be deeply reassuring during those drifting hours of the night. At a time when your brain is most likely to spiral into regrets, to-do lists, or worries, this simple technique offers an anchor. And that anchor is what helps your body settle into stillness. One of the reasons Bach's breathing works especially well for nighttime wake-ups is because it mimics the kind of breathing we naturally do when we're about to fall asleep. Slow, measured, even. It slows down your heart rate, it lowers blood pressure, and it helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the same system that gets triggered when you feel safe, loved, and ready to rest. Now let's be honest. The first time you try this, it might feel awkward. You might forget the count. You might find your mind drifting 2 seconds in. That's okay. This isn't about doing it perfectly. It's about creating a quiet ritual that your body begins to associate with safety and stillness. Over time, that rhythm becomes familiar. So familiar, in fact, that many people report falling asleep before even completing 5 rounds. If you're new to this, try 4 to 6 cycles at first. That's just a few minutes. You don't need to set a timer. You don't even need to open your eyes. Just breathe and count slowly and softly, like you're rocking yourself back to sleep. And if you find that it helps, you can use it during the day too, in stressful moments, or even just to pause between tasks. The more often you practice, the more quickly your body recognizes the pattern and shifts into rest mode. And here's something that might surprise you. This isn't a new method. It's been used for decades by athletes, public speakers, even military personnel to stay calm under pressure. But at 3 a.m., when the world is quiet and your thoughts are loud, you don't need it for performance. You need it for peace. And that's exactly what it can offer, a gentle, structured path out of mental noise and back into stillness. So the next time your mind starts spinning in the dark, not with panic, but with persistent chatter, remember this: you don't have to fight your thoughts, you don't have to silence them, you just have to breathe and count. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out. 4 hold, and with every breath, let the numbers pull you out of your head and back into your body. Sleep may not come instantly, but calm will. And often, that's all your body needs to remember how to rest. Part 4, Technique 3. 1 nostril at a time, balance your emotions. Some nights it's not just the mind that keeps you awake, it's the heart. You're not overthinking your schedule, you're not replaying conversations, you're just feeling something, a quiet restlessness, an unease you can't name. Maybe it's loneliness, maybe it's a lingering sadness that follows you from the day, or maybe it's nothing in particular, just a sense that something inside you won't settle. This kind of emotional wakefulness is harder to explain but very real. And in those moments, no amount of counting or position changing helps. What you need is balance, a soft way to bring your system back into harmony. That's where this next technique shines. It's called alternate nostril breathing, and while the name might sound unusual, the practice itself is beautifully simple. It comes from a long tradition of breathwork designed not just to calm the body, but to regulate emotions, clear mental fog, and create a sense of inner symmetry. In modern terms, it helps synchronize both hemispheres of the brain, the analytical left and the emotional right, creating a kind of internal equilibrium that many people describe as peaceful, grounded, and quietly reassuring. Here's how you do it. Start by sitting or lying comfortably. Use your right thumb to gently close your right nostril. Inhale slowly through your left nostril. Then use your ring finger or pinky to close the left nostril. Release your thumb and exhale through the right nostril. Now inhale through the right side, close it with your thumb again, and exhale through the left. That completes 1 round. Repeat this cycle 5 to 10 times, moving slowly and without strain. This back and forth motion may seem odd at first, but what it does internally is profound. As you alternate between nostrils, your nervous system receives alternating signals. Stimulation followed by calming, logic followed by emotion, inhale followed by release. This rhythm helps to break the intensity of emotional waves, especially those that rise up at night when the rest of the world is asleep and quiet. And unlike more stimulating breathing methods, alternate nostril breathing is inherently balancing. It doesn't push you into sleep, it prepares the soil, softens the edges, and creates the kind of stillness where rest can happen naturally. Emotionally, this technique is powerful because it doesn't suppress what you're feeling, it creates space for it. You're not trying to numb or ignore what's alive in you. You're simply giving it room to move, to shift, to settle. That's why so many people who struggle with nighttime anxiety or unexplained sadness find comfort here. It's not just about breath, it's about reconnecting with the part of yourself that knows how to self-soothe. One of the unexpected benefits of this technique is how quietly empowering it feels. When you're lying awake with a heavy heart, it's easy to feel helpless, like you're at the mercy of your thoughts or emotions. But with alternate nostril breathing, you reclaim a sense of agency. You're not helpless, you're not stuck. You have a tool, and that tool lives in your breath. As with all the techniques in this video, there's no need to force it. If you can only manage 3 or 4 rounds before you feel too sleepy to continue, that's more than enough. This practice doesn't demand perfection, it invites presence. It invites patience, and if you practice it even briefly during the day, maybe before a nap, during a quiet moment, or even after reading, your body will begin to associate it with comfort, steadiness, and emotional reset. Let's also acknowledge something deeper. As we grow older, emotions don't necessarily get quieter, they just show up differently. We reflect more, we feel the weight of time, we think about things we used to ignore, and sometimes those emotions choose the night to surface. That's not a flaw, that's part of being fully human. What matters is having gentle ways to meet them, to greet them, and then when the time is right, to release them. Alternate nostril breathing is not a quick fix. It's a quiet companion, something you can return to again and again in the middle of the night or the middle of the day, whenever you need to feel a little more balanced, a little more whole. So the next time you wake up not with a racing mind but a heavy heart, don't push it down. Just breathe one nostril at a time and let the rhythm remind you. Balance is always available, even in the stillness of the night. Part 5, Technique 4, 4-7-8 breathing, the deep sleep breath. Sometimes, even after you've tried everything, adjusted your pillow, calmed your thoughts, softened your breath, sleep still doesn't come. You're not wide awake, but you're hovering in that uncomfortable space between tired and restless. Your body feels ready, but something inside won't quite let go. When you reach that moment, not anxious, not upset, just unsettled, the answer may lie in changing your rhythm completely. And that's exactly what the 4-7-8 breath is designed to do. Unlike the other techniques we've explored, this one gently disrupts your current pattern and replaces it with a deeper, slower rhythm. A rhythm that whispers to your nervous system, it's time. Time to slow down, time to soften, time to let go. The 4-7-8 method isn't just about relaxing, it's about inviting your body into a state of surrender. And when done slowly and consistently, it can work like a natural sedative, helping your system ease into sleep, even when sleep feels far away. Here's how it works. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold that breath gently for 7 seconds. Then exhale completely, softly through your mouth for 8 seconds. That's one cycle. No rush, no strain, just breathe, moving in and out like waves, steady, quiet, intentional. At first, this timing may feel unusual. The 7-second hold and 8-second exhale are longer than we're used to. That's by design. The hold builds a little internal stillness. The long exhale clears space, both physically and mentally. This isn't about filling your lungs. It's about slowing everything down, your heartbeat, your thoughts, your internal clock. You're teaching your body how to release, not just relax. The numbers are important, but not rigid. If 7 seconds feels like too much at first, it's okay to shorten it. What matters is the ratio. Exhale longer than you inhale. That's the signal, that's the shift. The exhale is what activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the branch that tells your body you can rest now. Many people describe this technique as having a drowsy effect, not instant sleep, but a gentle fading, like twilight before night. The more you repeat it, the more your body learns the pattern. And once that connection is made, it becomes more than a breathing method. It becomes a bedtime ritual, a familiar rhythm your body begins to trust. There's something quietly empowering about this, especially if you've spent years feeling like sleep is out of your control. With 4-7-8 breathing, you have a tool not just for falling back asleep, but for calming your system during moments of overwhelm, tension, or overthinking. This technique has been used by doctors, therapists, and mindfulness teachers for decades. But more importantly, it's been used by people like you, real people, awake at night, searching for rest without reaching for medication or distraction. What makes this practice so effective is that it doesn't demand anything. You don't need to believe in anything, meditate, or try to clear your mind. All it asks is your breath and a willingness to move slower than you normally do. That's it, and in that slowness, something beautiful happens. Your mind starts to quiet, your muscles start to loosen, and your breath, that gentle, persistent rhythm, becomes a doorway back to sleep. So if you find yourself lying awake again tonight, unsure of what to do next, try this. Place a hand on your chest or your belly. Inhale slowly for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Repeat it a few times, maybe 4 or 5 rounds. Don't rush it, don't expect it to work like a switch. Let it work like a wave, slow, calming, steady. Trust the rhythm, trust your body. Sleep doesn't need to be forced, it needs to be allowed. And this breath, this ancient, elegant rhythm, is one of the most gentle ways to allow it. Final, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you not just for watching, but for staying with yourself. Because choosing to understand your breath, especially in the quiet struggle of the night, is an act of care. It's an act of strength that often goes unseen. What we've explored together isn't complicated. It doesn't require effort, belief, or perfection. It only requires presence, a willingness to pause, to feel, and to breathe slowly, intentionally. We began with belly breathing to remind the body what calm feels like. We moved into the sigh, a natural reset button built into your nervous system. Then came box breathing, giving your busy mind a pattern to follow. We balanced emotion with alternate nostril breathing. And finally, we slowed everything down with 4-7-8 breathing, the breath that invites surrender. Every technique we practice today is backed by real science and rooted in something even older, the wisdom of the body. These methods aren't hacks, they are tools to help you feel safe again, tools to remind your system what it means to rest, not just to sleep, but to truly let go. And maybe that's the real message here. Sleep doesn't begin with silence, it begins with safety. When your body feels safe, when your heart feels supported, sleep comes more naturally, gently, quietly, like an old friend returning. So tonight, whenever you find yourself awake, I invite you to try one of these breaths. Not to chase sleep, but to come home to yourself, to settle, to soften, to breathe like someone who deserves rest, not just needs it. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for giving your breath a chance. And above all, thank you for not giving up on your sleep. I see you. I'm rooting for you. Sweet dreams. And until next time, take care.